What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. My brother CS, I used to work with him. I ain't gonna call his full name, but we used to work together back in the day. He's from Frisco. Shout out to my Frisco dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Sunnydale, Lakeview, you know what I mean? Hunters Point, Fillmore. I really, I love Frisco. You know, Frisco is a real city, and you know I'm a Niners fan. My boy sent me this particular video of this sister breaking down why many sisters out here do not deserve an alpha black man. Now, it is a controversial video, and she goes into some real deep thought about it. So what we're gonna do is, Dima, let's go ahead and play that clip.
The beta male and the alpha male. Some of you women got this really messed up. A beta male is just a personality type that is not as strong or not as outgoing and aggressive and assertive as an alpha. But that person is still a man. The beta male is the male that's going to take care of you. He's going to worship you. He's going to please you. That's his whole agenda. That alpha male, you don't please him. And he's only going to please a lioness. And half of y'all out there ain't a lioness. So a lot of you are out here that was designed for a beta to protect you and to cater to your crazy ass. You don't want him because you think he's too soft. But you want to go over there with the king of the jungle like he gonna take your shit. Ain't no alpha male taking no shit from nobody unless you a lioness. The jungle don't lie. Part 2. There's nothing wrong with being a beta male, but there's something wrong with some of you women out there. A lot of you have overbearing personalities like myself. But see, I know my place when it comes to a man, so I can date a beta or an alpha. I can date a beta because I know that his personality flaws or dysfunction or whatever he may have, all I have to do is not treat him bad and abuse him. Allow him to worship me. Allow him to do the things that he wants to do for me. And see, that alpha, he just wants respect. And you gonna respect him because the alpha either gonna make you respect him or you gonna get gone. A lot of you women out here are talking down about the beta when you're really made for a beta. You're not made for an alpha because an alpha has a superior purpose, and you ain't a Michelle Obama. Part 3. An alpha male usually is in alignment with the creator, meaning he's alpha minded because his purpose in a union is a powerful one. And if you are a woman that does not know your place with an alpha male and you don't know how to exist in a pact with other lioness, oh yeah, take it back to the jungles. You ain't meant for him. That's why you're not attracting him. So you take it out on the beta. The beta that's saying, I love you, I want you, and I'll stick by your side because I know how to take a woman like you. You call him weak, passive, and you stomp down on him. Then you want to run your ass over there to an alpha and get mad when that lion roar on that ass. Stay your ass where you supposed to be. If you are overbearing and you know that you're narcissistic yourself, stay with a beta because the beta got a little more patience for you. An alpha, he gonna rip your head off and send you back to the beta crying about how bad he treats you. Y'all women get on my nerves. You don't want a man, you want a son. Bye.
So we've all heard what she had to say, right? And I'm just gonna be real. It is some real stuff. And I want to talk about this because Kevin Samuels is the first person, and I'm gonna bring him up. Before I go to Kevin Samuels, Obsidian Media Network was the first person to come out with the everyday brother, the voice of the everyday brother, the voice of the average brother. That was Obsidian's calling card, the voice of the everyday brother. And that's really what got the manosphere what it is today, kind of jumping with that, the average blue collar guy, you know, because that's the majority of black men, the blue collar guy, the guy who's, the entry level employee, you know, the guy that has a small business, stuff like that, you know, the everyday black man who's, most of us are like that. But then Kevin Samuels came out with the kind of the idea of the high value black man. Now the high value man identity was already there in the manosphere, but for black men it wasn't really defined, and that's what really catapulted Kevin Samuels with the high value black man. Who is he? What does he look like? We were able to get a chance to see what the face of it was, and this is what a lot of black women have been looking for. Who is this guy and what does he want? And why does Kevin Samuels get so much hate? Because he's telling the truth, what most high value black men want. And that's why he got so much following from all over the world. I talked about Nairobi, Kenya. I talked about Africa. I talked about Uganda. You know, when you hear about this, nobody wants to talk about it. But the real value, the real idea of it is the alpha man who is synonymous a lot of times with the high value black man, is he don't have all that time to be dealing with you and taking BS off of you. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, you are gone. You're gone. And the only kind of woman that can appeal to that kind of man, if she is a lioness herself, she is above the majority of ladies out there. That's who deserves that. See, a lot of women feel that they believe that they deserve that kind of high value black man because they're a woman. But the reality is that's not the case, because we have so many single sisters out there that have a problem with getting a guy like this. And those guys are out there. That's why the lies are out there so much in the black community. Oh, you know, these guys don't exist. These guys are out there. Well, then we see that clearly the internet has shown you that's not the truth. There are black men that are, you know, in the upper tax brackets like anybody else. There are black men who run successful blue collar businesses, white collar businesses, whoever, entrepreneurs, whatever. But the reality is that a lot of sisters, instead of trying to go for the alpha man, you should try to get with the beta male. So did the alpha male. So did the high value male. Like, why don't you just stay in your lane? Because that's exactly what they tell us. See, if we tell ladies to stay in their lane, it's misogynist. When women tell guys to stay in your lane, you're broke, you ain't got enough money, it's cool. Like, we understand because it's the truth. Okay? Usually. But now when this whole thing with the alpha male, that he's not gonna put up with your stuff because he's a leader, you can be replaced. See, women don't want that side of it. They want the high earning side of it. Like, okay, we want your alpha male leadership in your money and your network, but the other side of your not taking trash off me, not letting me do whatever I want, we don't want that side of it. And if you exhibit that side of it, then you're a misogynist. Be alpha in your earnings and beta in your attitude. That's really what we're looking at here. We're looking at a lot of ladies in the black community. I think that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a guy that's alpha in his workmanship and beta in his personal life when it comes to you. So you can do whatever you want and then take his money so you can do whatever you want with his earnings and stuff, but he's able to do whatever you want and he should just keep you around because it's you, right? Well, that's wrong. Can I get a wrong echo, Dima? Wrong. No, your ass is getting out of there just like anybody else, whether it's a bad business partner, whether it's no, because a guy, a leader, a strong man is not going to deal with anybody who's recalcitrant. Doesn't matter if it's woman or man or whatever. You're out. Okay? That's the mentality. But the thing about it is for you to sit there, you have to be worth being there. See, it's okay when women say they want a man that's worth submitting to, but then if you don't be submissive, you're out of there. It's a problem, right? The reality is that a real alpha male, real high value guy, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're gone. You're gone. Okay, that's the reality. You're out of there. You're gonna be gone. If you have a problem with it, then somebody will be there tomorrow. Somebody will be there next week. Okay? Because alpha men are gonna require standards. And a lot of people don't want to deal with standards. What you want to deal with is whatever you want to do, and then no, but the sister just broke it down exactly how it is. Because if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're gone. Bye. Don't matter how fine you are, how thick you are, if you're not gonna do what you're supposed to do, you will be going somewhere else. But that's the part that they don't like about Kevin Samuels. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first company at the top. Check out the Black and Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high.